Good morning, good morning. I'm trying to get everything shared here and then we'll get started. Good morning, Joan. How are you? There we go. I'm going to share this to my other page and then I'll get started. Good morning, Mary Ellen. Thanks for popping on, guys. Okay, there's 3 of you on. All right. So we'll go ahead and get started this morning. Sometimes it takes a little bit. Hi, Mary Ann. Hopefully you're feeling fine. I know you had your surgery, so hopefully things are going well for you. Okay, alrighty. Let's get started. We have some housekeeping items. First of all, yesterday's winner of the prize patrol was Judy Frock. So Judy, I have these. I'm going to mail these out probably by the end of the week. Today I'm giving away the Time for Celebration Mix and Match ephemera pack. So what you need to do is just say Prize Patrol and then your name will go in the drawing. If you're watching the replay, say Prize Patrol. And I really didn't introduce myself. I just figured most of you know me, but in case there's some new people on, my name is Connie Heisey. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 30 years and I'm coming to you from my studio in Hanover, Pennsylvania. So anyway, I often forget too because I'm on YouTube at the same time. I streamed here and I streamed to YouTube. So good morning, Sue. Today is day 3 of our week long of lives. And I was just thinking, what I have planned for the rest of the week doesn't include a whole lot of Christmas. So you know, guys, maybe I have to do a week long of lives in October and feature just Christmas. Actually, I'm really shocked. Like when I started playing with stuff, when I first saw the catalog offering and the online offering, I felt like the online offering was way better than what's in the catalog. But I also was thinking, there's not a whole lot that I really want. But as I started playing and I started looking, there is. So I have so much I have to share with you. So maybe I'll do that in October. All right, thank you for the prize. You guys all popping on. Okay, so we're giving away this ephemera pack today. Okay, so let's get into some housekeeping. My paper share is open till Friday, so I will post the link again so you can sign up. That's a sampling of a 6x6 sampling of all the designer papers I still call this the holiday catalog. The holiday catalog and also the online exclusives. So that's open till Friday. So it closes on Friday. Stamp Fest is open until Friday too. Registration is open. Cindy and I are getting together Friday and finalizing some things. I'm looking so forward to actually seeing everybody in person to stamp, and then also those who want to do the take and make portion as well. There's 2 portions to this, one in person and one to go, and you can do both. So if you're coming in person, you can pick up your make and take that day, and the to-go portion. And we are using Amber Autumn for the make and take portion. The in-person, there's actually 10 different projects you'll be making. Okay, and so that's going on there. The end of the month, the 22nd, not the end of the month, September 22nd is my in-studio class here at 10 and 6. So we're doing just cards and I'm featuring the gathering moments. And then also, thanks for sharing, thanks for commenting. Also, I'm going to be just cards and September Stamp-A-Stack. Okay. All right, I think that's it. That was a lot. Anyway, so inside the catalog here, we are using the Aurora Lights today. We're going to use this suite. This was one of the ones that I thought I needed right away, just because the paper's so different. It's so original. So You can use this for Christmas cards. You can use this just for about anything, birthday cards, just about anything. So I'm going to show you what's in this suite here, and then I have 2 projects for us. Done with that, the Aurora Lights. So let's start out with the paper. Okay, these papers are supposed to remind you of the Aurora Borealis. So, and then the back side is just sort of like a sponge or variegated solid color. So yeah, so this is the light. So there's a lot of purples, a lot of blues. So that's the one pattern, and here's the other. And then it's purplish on the back, which is like, right? I love purple. Here's another one. And then we have a berry color on the back. Purples, pinks, blues, greens. Never saw the Aurora Borealis. I know when somebody said they were seeing something like it here, last fall, I missed it because I was doing a live. And then this one actually has just a black background, which is different. So, okay. So that is the paper. Then we have this sheer balmy blue ribbon that goes with it. And then, of course, the gems, which I gave away a pack of these gems yesterday. So that's what's in the suite. Okay, the stamp set is basically a greeting set. And then the dies. The dies are sort of like landscape. So you have these that you could use for like clouds and along the edge, and then some trees, more clouds, and then this row of pine. Okay, so that is that. Right, let's bring in the first project. Here's the first project. So it was something different, and I think that's why it caught my eye. But yes, so the base of this one is balmy blue, 5.5 by 8.5. I'm gonna make sure that I'm on the other page, all right. I'm refreshing, see if I'm lagging or not. Then we'll get going. Yeah, it was different, so I thought I would go for it. So anyway, so okay, balmy blue, and then we're using black. So I have a piece of black cut at 3¼ by 4¼ Then the DSP, I cut it 3 by 4, so we're going to layer those together. So if you're in my Stamp a Stack club, all this stack will be going out in the mail tomorrow. I'm waiting on the DSP to get here so I can send you your DSP. It'll be here today. So I'll either get them out later today or tomorrow. Okay, this piece of black cardstock is 1 by 4¼ We're going to put that strip right across here. I'm just wondering if, yeah. I'll turn this down so we don't hear it. There we go. And I'm going to trim that off just a little bit. All right. That looks crooked. Sometimes I think I see crooked, guys, and I hope I don't rip this. It might have been better just to leave it crooked and say that's the way I wanted it, right? Intentionally. That's better. Okay. Then I layered these together, so I'm going to layer that next. Actually, I'm going to add the pine. So the pine actually comes in a strip like this, the one long strip. So I wanted to, good morning, Kay. I wanted to cut it apart a little bit to fit here. So I'm going to I think I'm going to take this apart. So I'm just going to layer this at the bottom and then another piece right here to get my tree line. we go. And we're going to add this to the card. I actually have, I don't know if that's the one, I guess it is. The Label Me Love punch. I'm going to punch this out. Hi, Helen, Prize Patrol. Yep. And then I'm using the Simply Said birthday, Simply Said greeting set, just because I love that. Yeah, the DSP is awesome. It's different. So we're doing birthday wishes on there, and then we're going to pop this up. I have actually never seen the Northern Lights. I've been to Alaska several times. In fact, I did earn this year's trip. This year's trip was Stampin' Up! Not this year, next year's trip. The trip that we earned this year, which we will take next May, end of May, beginning of June. Hi, Terry, thank you for Prize Patrol, guys, to Alaska. It's a cruise to Alaska, but Stampin' Up! Is cruise to Alaska. I was trying to think. This will either be our third or fourth time that we've done Alaska with Stampin' Up! And I've never seen the Northern Lights. And then last year when they said we were supposed to see them around here, I actually was doing a Zoom training, and so I missed it too. So there we go. I just did the ribbon in a knot, and then we're going to add a couple of these gorgeous gems to the card. Yes, glad you're here. And when you hold these up, they look different. They're holographic, so glad you're here, Carol. Okay, there we go. I'm going to straighten that one out. There we go. So there's our first card. All right, moving right along. There's our second one. And it opens like that. So let me hold it this way so you can see it. Okay, so this is Gorgeous Grape, and it is a normal 5.5 by 8.5. I scored it at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4, and I ran this part through I think this is Glasses and Gardens folders. These are in the catalog. So there we go. So we have this pattern. I ran that through there to get that on the flap there. I'm going to put a piece of white on the inside. This piece I think is 3.5 by 5 1/4. Thanks, Terry. And we're just going to layer that right there. Okay, these pieces are cut to layer 1/4 inch smaller. So the DSP, which way do we're going to go this way with these. And there we go. So we have all that. We're going to layer all those together. And it's garbage day, so Nora just heard the garbage truck go by. Thank you. Thank you, Kay. Sometimes it's just really hard to not do a pretty card. Our DSPs are just gorgeous. Okay, so we have those all layered together. And then I'm going to just layer them just a little bit. I want to cover up just like that. Maybe move it down a little. There we go. Nora. There we go. So there you have your card. I have this little strip, and we're going to stamp the happy birthday, and I'm using a memento for that. And it's the Simply Said greeting set that I'm using. birthday. We're going to pop that up. Oh, I forgot my trees. We have to add the trees, right? So I had this whole new panel. So you're going to have to piece it together a little bit, and I want them up a little further. Let me get my scissors here. Good morning, Terry. Lots of Terrys on here. Okay, so we're going to add these right here. And then, I don't know if I have enough. Yeah, I do. Maybe this will work perfectly. I could use a little snippet from the other one so I can save this for another card. So we're going to trim this down and add tape to the bottom here. There we go. So there's your tree line. And then we're going to pop this up right here. I'm going to bring in that ribbon. Once again, I'm just going to, yes, great ideas for mail cards. Absolutely. Kids ideas. Okay. I'll work on that, Terry. I actually have that Silly Safari set from the big catalog with the animals, and I haven't done anything with that. So if you guys need some kid ideas, we'll work on those too. Not this week, but maybe next week I'll show you some ideas from that. Okay, so we're gonna, I just trimmed this down. I just did a knot. I love working with the sheer ribbon. It's just easy to work with. Most of our ribbons are fairly easy to work with. Every now and then we get one that's kind of not. So anyway, all right, so we're just gonna add that there, and then let's put some gems around. Let's use the purple ones, because you know I'm a purple girl. Just kind of splatter them throughout there. There you go. So there is that, and then the first one we did. So these are, yes, sheer ribbons, really good. All right, guys, there we go. So this is from the Aurora Lights collection in the catalog. So, like I said, it was one of the first ones I wanted to get, just because it was different. Yes, the card base for this one is Gorgeous Grape, if I didn't say that already. So this is Gorgeous Grape and Balmy Blue. All right, guys, thanks for joining me today. Remember that classes here in the studio are Monday the 22nd, 10 and 6. I did show you 2 of the cards yesterday that we'll be making for Just Cards with the Gathering Moments. I'm working on the other 2. And come back tomorrow, because I have a One Sheet Wonder class I'm going to share with you tomorrow. All right, guys, thank you for everything. Have a great Wednesday. It's cloudy here, which is, we haven't had very many cloudy, rainy days, so it's okay. Okay, and remember, my paper share closes Fridays as well as Stamp Fest. And you'll want to be at Stamp Fest. I mean, it's going to be really fun. So it's just an afternoon. If you're local, you can come from 1 to 5. You don't have to stay for the whole time. We're going to have it from 1 to 5. You can stamp and leave if you want, but there'll be door prizes, give snacks, displays, all kinds of fun stuff. And it's on World Card Making Day, so you'll want to join us.